Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Have You Seen This Yet? This is Arazely.
And this is Oscar.
And on today's episode, we're going to be discussing Dr. Sleep.
Dr. Sleep.
Which is the sequel to The Shining.
Yes.
That we did last week.
We did The Shining. I was so excited for that one, dude. It's amazing.
I feel like we went into so much detail.
Yes.
For the first half of the movie.
You know what? It's funny because people were telling me that it was the longest episode we've ever done. It's like 50 minutes long, dude.
Yeah.
But you know what? Not to toot our own horn, but it's pretty damn good. But before we get into Dr. Sleep, Araceli, have you seen anything else this week? Aside from Tiger King, because we all saw Tiger King.
I know. I seen it all in one day.
Yeah.
Because I just couldn't stop. Like, the first episode, I'm like, that stupid bitch, Carol.
You know what? Yeah, Carol Baskins did kill her husband.
Dead ass.
She should just admit it.
100% don't at me.
You know what? You know what? It's funny that now that everybody's in quarantine. Well, I mean, personally, I'm considered an essential worker. So
whatever.
Okay. You know what? Anyway, you're not gonna ruin my moment, but I'm considered an essential worker.
Yeah.
But it's funny that Hulu and Netflix is dropping a lot of catastrophe films right now.
I know, they're all coming out so quick, and they're all basically the same thing, different directors.
I saw Deep Impact.
Okay. Yeah.
This week, I hadn't seen that movie in about 5 to 6 years.
It's been a long time since I've seen it.
Very good movie.
Yeah.
I forgot how good it is. You know what? And okay, I'm gonna ask you these questions is because in 1998 and 99, these were the two hottest movies ever. Are you Team Deep Impact or Team Armageddon?
Ooh, fuck. I think Armageddon.
Yes.
Because I like the music in it.
There is a correct answer, by the way. If you go against Aerosmith.
I don't want to.
Which, by the way, I listened to that song today at work, and I was singing my heart out. In my head, I was Steven Tyler. Okay, so are you Team Volcano or Team Dante's Peak?
Volcano, because I don't think I remember seeing Dante's
You've never seen Dante's Peak?
No.
I think it's on Hulu right now.
Is it?
I think. I'll look into it.
Okay.
I'll look into it. But yeah, Volcano is a good one. It's actually, and it's because it's here in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
You know all the locations of where.
Exactly.
But
I like how the street just starts opening up and people are just falling in the magma.
Such a good movie. 1998 ruled. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Best year of my elementary life.
A lot of good movies came out that year, I remember. But did you see anything else besides Tiger King?
Just other doctor, huh? No, just other Stephen King movies.
Like,
have you seen what was it?
You know what Stephen King movie I saw? 1408.
1408
with Samuel Jackson and John Cusack.
Fucking love that one.
I'm so good. You know what? I still get chills at the very end when
Isn't his sister in that movie?
No.
They come out in a movie together, John Cusack and his sister.
Joan Cusack.
And Joan.
It's
not this one?
It's not 1408.
I feel like it's this one.
No, they're in a movie together. You're right.
Because she also plays his sister in the movie.
I wonder what kind of research she did for that one. But yeah, hey, you know what? Let's talk about Stephen King movies because there's so many out there. I think last week in the Shining episode, we didn't get anywhere near them.
No,
we didn't talk about a lot of them, dude.
There's so many that book.
We talked about some of the books. But we didn't mention any of the movies, dude. There's so many Stephen King adaptations out there. Like obviously 1408 is one of them. Pet Sematary is another one.
Stand By Me.
You know what? And it trips me out because I didn't even know Stand By Me was a Stephen King novel until you tell me right now. I've seen Stand By Me a couple of times when I was in high school because it was part of the curriculum, but I've never actually seen. I didn't know it was a Stephen King novel.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, after probably seeing it 3 other times, I finally realized there was a Stephen King movie. It really does fit into the whole Stephen King universe.
Right.
Though.
Right.
Like,
did you ever see a movie? It's an old movie in the 90s. It's called Thinner.
yeah.
Did you ever see Thinner?
Yes, I like that part when he's in the park and he's eating that pie.
Oh man.
Dreamcatcher.
Dreamcatcher, you're right. Have you seen that one?
Yes, it was on Netflix.
I did it.
What?
That's what the little kid says. Little mentally ill kid.
I didn't hear you.
It says, I did it.
Oh yeah. Children of the Corn.
Obviously. Obviously, It is the big thing right now with Stephen King, because the movies were very successful. But
yeah, well, the first one wasn't even a movie; it was a mini TV series.
Right, you're right.
So that's why it's shot the way it is, because it's just a How long was it? Like, isn't it like 4 or 6 episodes or something like that?
Yeah. It's 2 episodes.
Yeah,
it's one when they were kids and one when they were adults. But they're blended in together. It's not like the movies where it's like one when they were kids, one when they were adults.
No, because like when they were airing them.
Right. Oh no, it was like 5 parts.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because each part isn't it, or is it like every other movie that you've seen, it starts off chapter 1 or
Of Stephen King movies?
Nah. Or is it just like
it's only a select of them, not all of them.
Yeah, because I know they always cut into like that little scene.
Yeah.
When he's doing that little changes.
Yeah.
So he has Shawshank Redemption.
You know what? That's actually been on my Netflix watch list for a while, and I haven't seen it yet.
Such a great movie.
Okay. I did listen to a podcast recently where they were at Shawshank, and they're talking to the owners of the Shawshank prison. Well, actually, the children of the original owners of the Shawshank prison.
All right.
So it made me really want to watch the movie. That's why it's been on my list. But I lack free time right now.
It's just like so trippy.
Yeah.
You know? But another one is Misery.
Oh, God. Yeah, Misery with Kathy Bates.
Great movie.
Did you ever see the Hulu series Castle Rock?
1 episode.
1 episode?
Not even the whole episode.
Okay. I would recommend, if you have free time on your hands.
Yeah.
Which
I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon.
No, you have to go back to work already.
Yeah, I'm too busy like moving from couch to couch to even have the time to even watch it.
Oh God, you're such a busy person.
Yeah.
You gotta rearrange your shoes. Yeah, you have to see Castle Rock. Give it a couple of episodes, and you'll actually appreciate it.
All right,
for what it is.
Yes. 2 classics.
Okay.
Carrie and Christine.
Carrie. Ooh, you know what? I've seen Christine once. I think I saw it when I was in my 20s. Yeah. I'm that old. I know. I'm that old.
Oh my God.
But yeah, Carrie's a classic. I recently watched Carrie again a couple of months ago because it was on Netflix. Mm-hmm. It's such a great movie. Doesn't get old. Yeah,
I just don't like the remakes that they made, or that supposedly second part to Carrie.
Oh,
with that girl with the tattoo. What's her name? What was the name of that one?
The Rage.
Yes, there you go. The Rage.
I did. You know what? I wanted to.
Oh wait, Carrie, The Rage, right? Because it was her name.
The Rage, Carrie 2. That's what it was called back then. And I remember I did see that movie when it came on video on VHS, because I wasn't old enough to go to the movie theater when it came out.
Yeah.
But when you're a horror fan, you just want to watch as many horror movies as you can. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Carrie 2 or The Rage Carrie 2 is one of those that I never want to see again.
It flopped. It was so bad. I watched it again to give it another chance.
It just can't.
I feel like they were trying so hard. Like, even the actress was trying so hard to be that other Carrie.
And they brought back one of the original characters.
Somebody that survived from the gym,
but
right?
They killed her.
Yeah.
But it was... Okay, if you're going to kill off a main character from another movie, do it nicely. Don't just do it unexpectedly. You know, this was a character who and we're trying not to give away who the character is if you haven't seen it, but I think we're giving you everything you need to have anyway. don't see this fucking movie. Carrie 2 is just a terrible, terrible movie.
It was a really bad attempt to continue that.
Yeah, absolutely. What would be one of your favorite Stephen King movies? I know last episode I mentioned books. I never mentioned movies. I think I did, though. I think adaptations. Because I know you haven't read a lot of the books, but you've seen a bunch of the movies. So if you had to pick one that you can't pick The Shining, though. Because obviously that's top of the top brass.
Yeah, of course.
But you know what? While you're thinking about it, my personal pick is Dreamcatcher.
Dreamcatcher?
Obviously, I mean, I do love The Mist.
Yeah.
Severely. It's one of my favorites, but man, Dreamcatcher is one of those movies that just threw you off until the very end when you see like an alien invasion. I thought that was the coolest thing in the world.
Alien invasion.
You saw it, right? The government's just destroying all these aliens in the middle of nowhere. I thought that was pretty cool.
Oh my god. Really don't have a top favorite.
Right.
Because every single time I think about Stephen King, I'm always going to remember a certain movie.
Right.
That I'm going to be like, hey, do you like this?
Yeah, I get you.
Or like, hey, if you're into this type of like movies, watch this one,
Yeah, I get you.
Because this is Stephen King movie. You can't go wrong with it unless they do like a really bad job.
Yeah, no, I get you on that.
I think the most recent one that I've seen that has come out has been The Dark Tower.
How was that? Because I read the book when I was in high school. It's a series of books, actually.
Okay.
But they only made one movie. But how was it?
It's really good. I want them to continue with that.
Okay.
Because it leaves so many open plots that you're like, can we go back to that?
I did hear when you're watching the movie, there's a lot of subtle hints to other Stephen King works, like other Stephen King.
In Dark Tower?
Yeah, in Dark Tower. I believe there was a scene where there's a grocery store or a convenience store or some kind of sign that said Pennywise on it. Oh. I think. I don't know. I haven't seen the movie yet.
Oh. I have it.
Oh, you have it?
Yeah.
Okay. I will take that with me today before I leave.
Yeah.
But let's get to it. Let's get to Dr. Sleep.
So Dr. Sleep, directed and written by Mike Flanagan. He also directed Oculus.
Oh my god. I love Oculus,
yes.
dude.
So Karen Gillan.
Karen
Gillan. I'm a Doctor Who fan.
Okay.
So when she started promoting that movie, I'm like, because it's such an indie movie.
Karen Gillan, by the way, you guys, if you guys want a good name, she's in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Nebula.
She's Nebula in Guardians of the Galaxy. Go on.
Yeah. So when she was, because she branched out from Doctor Who, just TV shows in the UK to like a movie, super quick, Yeah. Oculus, I feel like was what made her. Yes. Because this movie, I was mad. I was so mad because I went to the screening of it.
Okay.
So like not a lot of people like even knew this movie was coming out.
Yeah.
So like I went just because Karen Gillan was in it.
Yeah. Well, I saw this movie for two reasons. One, I'm a huge wrestling fan, and it was produced by WWE Films. Okay. One. The second reason, it had Katie Sackhoff in it. And I'm a huge Battlestar Galactica fan. I'm sorry. I was one of those nerds that's on Sci-Fi on Friday nights was watching the Battlestar Galactica. And I love Katie Sackhoff. She's another reason why recently I saw Another Life on Netflix, which is a shitty show. But because Katie Sackhoff was in it, I sat down and watched that show.
Oh my God. That movie pissed me off the way it ended.
Yeah.
I was like, no, you better not end over here. You better not even do this, you know? But, fucking great ass movie.
You guys have to see Oculus, man. I think right now Oculus is on Tubi. If you have Tubi, it's there. I did see it recently. It's there.
I did see it on Target as well on sale. So.
Okay.
But I haven't even been able to go. He also did Hush. Now, I haven't seen Hush, but I've seen it on Netflix.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. I haven't seen it either.
It's about, from what I've heard, because they've told me so much about this movie that I'm like, okay, I probably want to watch it.
Right.
And then when I seen that Mike Flanagan, who also did the Dr. Sleep and Oculus, did Hush, I'm like, okay, now I gotta watch it, you know?
Right. If
I like these two movies, I'm definitely gonna like that one.
Yeah.
And then he also did Before Our Wait.
I did see that one.
And that was a remake, though.
Okay.
Because the original one is a Swedish film.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, like, he did change a lot of things in that movie. The original is so much better. Okay. So much more graphic, though.
Okay.
Obviously, you know?
Yeah.
But I guess he did have to water it down for these fucking annoying ass people.
It's a Netflix original. It's called Before I Wake. That's a good one.
Yeah. And you're also gonna find the original one on there. So if you on Netflix,
is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how I saw the first one, the original, and then I noticed that they had made a remake. It's with what's her name? Chloe, right?
Chloe Grace Moretz.
Yeah. She's in it, right? I think it's her.
No, it's another one.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Before I Wake is with that little boy.
Yeah, the little boy that's a vampire. And what is it? Oh. No?
No, it's...
No. My bad. I'm thinking of the wrong one.
I'm thinking about Let Me In.
Yeah, Let Me In.
Yeah.
Before I Wake is the one with the little boy. My bad.
Yeah.
I was telling you so much of the other one.
No, no, I've seen Let Me In. That one, and you know what? I saw it recently, too.
Okay.
Because it's on... it's not on Netflix. It's on Hulu.
My bad. But no, yeah, but I've seen Before I Wake. It's the one with that little kid that he has superpowers. I remember now.
Yeah.
He has superpowers that gets passed on from his mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like he's just I never really got it though.
Yeah. No, well, Before I Wake is a story about a little boy who gets adopted into a family, and he is having recurring nightmares. So in these recurring nightmares, he sees himself, but as a dead body.
But it's not him.
It's not him.
It's his mom.
Yeah, it's his mom. So I don't want to give it out. You guys should definitely check out Before I Wake, since you guys have a lot of free time on your hands.
And because I totally gave you the description of the wrong movie.
Yeah. That's another one. You guys can see that one on Hulu too. It's called Let Me In.
Let Me In. Yeah.
Mike Flanagan also directed the sequel to Ouija.
Oh yeah, I've seen Origin of Evil.
Have you seen that one? I saw Ouija. I saw the first one.
I remember seeing a few of the Ouija films, but I don't know because there's so many of them.
There's only 2.
No, there's so many other Ouija films.
But those are low budget, straight to video.
Yeah, so it's like they all have similar names though. That's why. And I'm like, I don't remember. I don't know if I've seen this one or I've seen a different Ouija one.
Yeah.
But I know I've seen it. I'm not sure if this is the one where they're in the basement.
Right.
And with that, with the Ouija board and whatever it is there?
Yeah.
Is it this one?
That's the second one, yeah.
The second one?
Yeah.
Because I remember...
Which, by the way, the second one, hell of a lot better than the first one.
Yeah. Okay, so let's continue.
Okay.
Mike also has Gerald's Game. Have you seen it? It's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix. I have not seen it. That's also a Stephen King adaptation.
Yeah. It is. I've just seen little clips of it, and it's... what's her name? She's such a great actress.
Carla Gugino.
Freaking love her.
Yeah.
She, in so many
She
movies.
was the mom in Spy Kids.
Yeah, but I remember her in so many other movies.
Oh, she was in Sin City, too. I think we talked about Sin City a couple of episodes ago.
Yeah. How they said it was a bad movie. I'm like, get out of here.
Yeah, great movie.
Yeah. And of course... The
Go ahead.
Haunting of Hill House.
Man, I cannot speak enough about The Haunting of Hill House because I read the book when I was in high school. Mm-hmm. It's a very old book.
Yeah.
So when I found out Netflix was doing The Haunting of Hill House.
TV show.
The TV show, excuse me.
Yeah,
because they were doing a series. They were doing a series called The Haunting of Hill House on Netflix. So when I found out that they were going to do that, I was like, please don't fuck this up. That's the first thing that goes into your mind.
Yeah.
Please don't fuck this up. And when the series premiered and I saw it, I was very happy with it.
I know, unless you want another Stephen King shining thing to happen.
So now that I found out that Mike Flanagan was doing Dr. Sleep, obviously he's done a lot of Stephen King stuff. So I felt, okay, this is perfect for him to do. He
knows the style.
Mm-hmm.
He knows like what he's going to do with them.
Right.
And then that first season of The Haunting of Hill House.
Yeah.
Oh, that was great. When she finally realizes who she keeps seeing throughout all those years.
Yeah.
And like everything gets put into place. It makes so much sense.
When people tell me, when anybody asks me, anything good to watch on Netflix, the first thing I tell them is, have you seen The Haunting of Hill House?
Yeah.
I recommend that. That's the first thing I recommend everybody to. It's such a great show.
It is.
Obviously, it's that and 13 Reasons Why, but...
Oh my god. I only seen season 1, I'm sorry.
That's another episode. We're not going to talk about 13 Reasons Why. Dr. Sleep stars Ewan McGregor of Star Wars fame. He is Obi-Wan Kenobi in the prequel trilogy of 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah. Not a fan, but I guess.
They're not the best, but they're also not the worst. I take that back. Part 1 is the worst. Episode 1 is the worst.
Big Anakin is the worst.
Big Anakin is the worst. I don't understand why they gave so much shit to young Anakin and they forced him out of the game.
Yeah.
That's terrible. They bullied him out of acting.
That was so fucked up. Like, I feel... He did a great job. That was his first role.
Shout out to you, kid. Come on the podcast. We'll talk about Star Wars.
Yeah.
The movie also stars Rebecca Ferguson. Now, do you know who this actress is? When I saw the name Rebecca Ferguson, I already knew who that was.
No, but it seemed like that name, I kept like reading it. I'm like, why does it seem so familiar?
She is in The Greatest Showman, starring the very beautiful...
Zac Efron?
No, Zac Efron, but also...
I haven't
Wolverine himself.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Yeah. Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
Greatest Showman is actually a very good movie. She's in that movie. She does an amazing song called Never Be Enough. Yeah, it's a good movie. You should see it. It also Dr. Sleep also stars newcomer Kylie Curran.
Oh, she did a great job in this goddamn.
And this is her first movie.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Wow.
She did a very good job.
She was really good.
She did a very, very good job. Right off the bat, the first thing I had to tell myself before I saw this movie was, don't go in there expecting The Shining.
Yeah, definitely.
Because that's the first thing that... the first thing I was very happy about is that they didn't fucking name this movie Shining 2. Which is going to be the original title, by the way.
Seriously?
When they were... Because I read the book Dr. Sleep when it came out.
Yeah.
And when they were going to adapt it into a movie, the people... of higher-ups from the company said, I don't know if people are going to recognize what this movie is. Let's call it Shining 2.
Obviously, they weren't even thinking about the actual fans that read the books.
I'm so glad they did not call it Shining 2.
Which is not me. I did not read any book.
Yeah.
Just seen movies.
I do read a lot of books. Well, I used to. I don't have time. Now I do audiobooks. But it's pretty much the same thing. Again, like I said before, I have somebody read the book to me like I'm a fucking child.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, some people grasp things in different ways.
I pay my $14.99. Read the book to me. But yeah, they were gonna call it Shining 2. They didn't. So
Thank
I was
God.
very, very happy about that.
Yeah.
Also, before you watch this movie, if you haven't seen it, just know that it is not gonna be as good as The Shining. But you know what? That's okay because it's a whole different movie.
It's not The Shining.
It is not The Shining.
It's Dr. Sleep.
It is considered a sequel to The Shining, but it is not The Shining.
Yeah.
It is not. I don't think they don't have any Shining elements until 2 hours into this movie.
Yeah, until towards the end.
Yeah, this movie's 2.5 hours long.
Yeah.
By the way, so 2 hours into this movie is when they mention more of the original Shining.
Yeah.
So. Like I said, don't go in there expecting it's going to be about The Shining. They're going to talk about Jack Nicholson. They're going to talk about this. No. Mm-mm. Don't go into this movie expecting that because you're going to be very disappointed. This has nothing to do with The Shining until maybe the last 30 minutes of the movie.
Yeah. Okay.
But,
you were so intense.
I'm sorry.
Don't think it's The Shining.
Because that's the one mistake that people made. People that because I read the reviews on this movie on IMDb. Okay. And a lot of them were trashing the movie because they were saying, we thought we were going to watch something like The Shining. Bitch, don't go in there expecting The Shining.
Where in that title does it say The Shining
Jesus
too, you know?
Christ, people just... I mean, there's elements of it, like the character Danny has a drinking problem from the very beginning.
Oh, for sure. For sure. I mean, I feel like they probably think it's just like, okay, because this is the next chapter. But it doesn't say...
Like I said, it is the next chapter or the sequel to The Shining, but don't go in there expecting something like The Shining.
Because they're moving on from that hotel and going on to what's going on with his life now.
Exactly.
You know? So, like, we're done with The Shining. Now we're like, what's happened since then?
This is what I call PTSD.
Yeah.
Post-traumatic stress disorder.
Yeah, because then you do get a lot of flashbacks, but not enough to make it seem that it's the freaking movie.
Exactly.
You know? Because we do start off at the movie already. It's, what, 1980?
1980.
Yeah, so it's still around the same time that all that incident happened with Danny, Jack, and his mom, Wendy. You know? So there's a reason why we start off that early in the movie.
Yes.
You know? There's a reason, because it's like, while all of that is going on with them, or probably already happened, this is what's going on after.
Exactly.
So we're starting off with what happened after of whatever happened over there, and then we just see this little kid. We just see this little kid walking around, so it's like, is that the next person that we're expecting to have it?
Yes.
You know? I already feel like 80s parents letting their kids go out in the woods, because it starts off in the camping.
It's already bad, yeah.
I'm like, come on. And then, like, when we first see Rose the Hat, dude, I already felt creepy vibes.
Exactly. You know what? And I'll give it to Mike Flanagan on this one of how amazing he kept that tension that The Shining gave us.
Yeah.
It didn't give us jump scares. I mean, there's jump scares in it, but when you finally get that scare, you're like, okay, this was deserved. They worked it. They squeezed the shit out of it, and when they gave it to you, you're like, okay, I get it. It was good.
Thank you.
It was good.
Yeah.
The tension that they built up in this movie is fantastic.
Oh my god, like, it intensifies when, like, she keeps telling the little girl, just look at me, you know?
Just look at me.
Yeah, like, I feel like, she's gonna get murdered right away.
Well, yeah, that's when the other people start showing up around her.
And, like, when they start showing up, all creepy like, I would have just ran like the little, I don't care, little girl, you don't know her, stranger danger.
By the way, sorry to cut you off, there's a lot of actors that were in The Haunting of Hill House that are in Doctor Sleep, but in minor roles.
Yeah.
And I love that so much.
I feel like Mike is just keeping the whole Stephen King thing alive with using the same actors.
You know who you like, and you know who's going to do a good job.
Yeah. Because, like, what, the little girl?
Yeah, the little girl was one of them, and I believe Robert Longstreet was another character in the movie. And also, fun fact, did you know that the original Danny is in this movie too? I couldn't find him though.
Really?
Yeah. They tell me he's in this movie as a bystander in one of the scenes. I'll have to rewatch it, but I couldn't find him.
Okay. Yeah, no. I would have to check on that too.
What did you think about what did you think about Ewan McGregor's performance in this one as Danny Torrance?
Okay. Hold up.
Yeah.
First, before we even get to him, so, like, with that whole opening scene with the little girl getting murdered and everything, we just assume we're going to start off with, like, now, the present, right? But it doesn't. It continues with Danny living life after the hotel. Yeah. So, it starts off with him having flashbacks, but you don't know it's a flashback. You just think that, oh, crap, The Shining.
The Shining. We're back to The Shining.
Yeah. So, you're like, holy crap, you know? But it's actually just a flashback of him being traumatized and, like, how he was able to get rid of some of them to help him cope. Yeah. And then you get to see, like, why his whole life is so fucked up right after that whole scene, and you see him waking up in a bed. I
really enjoyed those flashbacks because I think it really did set the mood about what he's going to be like when he's an adult. Yeah. But, okay. The casting of the flashback actors was a little... I mean, it was spot on.
Let me tell you, what's her name? Alex?
Yeah.
Izzo? Okay. The one that plays Wendy? She did a great job with the voice. Okay. Because, like, she was really trying to get Shelley Duvall's voice for that. Which she did. She was doing a great job.
Because Shelley Duvall has a distinct voice.
Yes. So it's like... It sounds like it's shaking, but it's not for some reason. Okay. Yeah, so, like, throughout the whole film, you can really see that she did try. She really did try to portray Shelley Duvall playing
Wendy. Yeah.
Yeah. So she wasn't playing Wendy. She was playing Shelley Duvall playing Wendy.
Yeah.
Because basically Wendy was just all Shelley Duvall's feelings and emotions.
Now, did you take that as respect or as... Again.
Yeah. She gave her a great justice for the movie.
I've seen movies where they try to portray another actor playing that character.
Yeah.
And it just makes it seem like...
they're trying too hard.
Yeah, trying too hard, and it sounds reductive, like it's bringing their work down. But when it comes to these actors that played these flashback characters, I didn't see a false note anywhere. Mm-hmm. I think they were casted perfectly, and the actors that did it with so much respect to the original work.
Yeah, I mean, imagine being Alex playing a Wendy, knowing that Shelley Duvall went through so many traumatic experiences.
Right, as we mentioned in the last episode.
Yes. That's why I feel like she did a great job portraying Shelley Duvall.
Like, even the actor that played Jack Nicholson as Jack... I forgot the last name. Torrance, sorry. I don't know why I blacked out on the last name. We were talking about this movie for like 2 weeks now. That played Jack Torrance. Did a fantastic job trying to be Jack Nicholson as Jack Torrance.
Yes, because he just did a lot of the smiling with the eyebrows. Yes. I feel like that's the one thing that people always go for. The eyebrow.
The eyebrows.
And the smile.
Well, I mean, it is a signature of Jack Nicholson when he smiles to bring down his eyebrows. Like
the bridge.
Yeah, man, that was good too.
Seriously. But yes, let's get back.
Yeah.
Danny. Oh my God. So, obviously, Danny is a fucking drunk. Mm-hmm. You're going to expect something like that to happen. He's either going to be heavy on drugs.
Yeah.
Or just like his dad.
Yeah. I mean, that's what they say. You grow up with drunks, you become a drunk.
Yeah, no matter how much you try to run away from it.
But in a way, I'll give him a little bit of more of a...
pass?
Not a pass, but I'll sympathize with him because of what he went through as a child.
Yeah.
You know, in the 70s when The Shining came out, you didn't talk about mental health. It wasn't a subject that people talked about. It wasn't like... let me give you a perfect example of a PTSD Halloween. 1978 with Laurie Strode. I'm more than 100% sure that after her occurrence in 1978, 2 to 3 days later, they sent her back to school. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, back in the 70s, it wasn't something that you would acknowledge. It was more like, you're okay? You're okay? Okay, off you go.
Yeah.
You know? So, like I said, I know he's an alcoholic, but when it comes to him, I kind of sympathize with him because you understand why he went that route. Doesn't make it okay. Yeah. But you understand.
Yeah, because, I mean, obviously the easiest thing that he could get to drown everything would have been alcohol.
Right.
You know, and it's so easy for anybody to fall into that little hole of darkness and despair.
Yeah, of course.
Especially going through so many traumatic experiences.
Right.
Because, oh my God, the one thing that they talk about, that he talks about, that is like, that was traumatic as fuck, you know?
Yeah.
It's when he's getting his chip after the 8 years.
Yes.
Because that's when he finally really talks about his dad tried to kill him. Yeah. Like, that's the first time that you really hear him say those words. Like, it's really fucking happening,
my dad,
you know?
tried to kill me.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Man, that actually broke my heart the way he played that.
Exactly. Because, like, that whole time he's just like, he's basically just saying that if his dad never got that job, he would have been fine. Mm-hmm. Because he was, 6 months sober, you know? And he was doing great, but I guess a mental breakdown like that would fucking drive him back into insanity.
Right.
So, when he finally got that chip, I was like, damn, that Shiny really affected him so much.
Yeah.
You know?
And then he met this other girl, played by Kylie Curran, and he discovers that she also has the Shining. But before that, we find out that Rebecca Ferguson's character, Rose the Hat, is hunting down people that have the Shining and is trying to kill them. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but yeah. I like that character.
But we don't know that yet.
Yeah.
We just know that something happened to that kid.
Yeah.
She murdered a kid.
Yeah.
So that's what we know so far. But we do know it was something, because she did say, oh, you have magic.
Yeah.
It's funny, they call it magic, but then Danny calls it the Shining.
No.
So what is it?
Yeah, exactly.
So what the heck is it?
Well, it's one term, it's what he was brought up with and what they're teaching them. You know?
Yeah.
So it's like just a word, it's the same thing, just word change.
Alright, yeah. I mean, what did you think of, like, when he woke up? Right when he's an adult? What's your first thing as soon as he looked at the girl in the bed?
My first reaction was, wait, the fuck? I don't know why. I just found
No, really?
The fuck? Yeah.
Mine was, she's dead.
Really?
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, that didn't cross my mind because I didn't really think they were going to get into it that quickly.
No, yeah. I was like, he's making too much noise. Like, he basically moved the whole fucking mattress for her not to wake up, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then you see throw up on her, like, and then he's recalling all the incidents that happened. Oh, she definitely probably overdosed on coke.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. Did you see that big old pile that they had of coke?
I did, yes. God damn.
I know.
Dude, that's some Colombian shit, dude.
Like, after that, it's like, holy shit, she's dead.
Yeah.
And then as he's walking out, it's like, why? Why you gotta add another thing to this?
Yeah.
And fuck, when Danny trying to forget those memories.
Yeah.
You know what it reminded me of? Vampire Diaries, when they turn off their humanity.
Oh, I haven't seen Vampire Diaries.
So like that, I feel like that's what he basically was trying to do, like put away that whole memory so he doesn't have to have any regret for it.
Yeah, you gotta just push it in the back of your mind.
Yeah.
You know.
And then when like Halloran told him you can't do that with memories, that's why like he just walks out with no regret. But then when we find out that he's living after he leaves, of course, her ghost. Is it like a ghost? What would you call it?
An apparition.
Because it really is hers, though.
Yeah.
Because he can see them and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, you can see them.
When she gave that whole explanation that, like, people were already used to her
that
kid
part
crying?
I didn't see because I got distracted by a phone call, so I didn't get that part.
Oh, okay. So, you know how he wakes up, right?
Yeah.
Because he the sound of the flies is what wakes him up. Mm-hmm. And then, like, he sees the hand exactly how they were in bed. You know, she's laying down exactly how she was. So, like, when she grabs him, because she's whispering it to him, you know, she tells him they haven't found this yet. And then she goes on to say that everybody, she doesn't even say who, she just says they're just used to the baby crying, that because she would always leave the kid, which is so fucking sad because it looked like a 1-year-old.
Yeah. That
they just ignored it and thought that it was normal. Can you just imagine her probably died in her sleep with all that throw up and that kid?
Yeah.
And like, I feel like that's why he really wanted to go sober too.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know?
That makes sense. Yeah, I got distracted by a phone call. I didn't get to see that.
But yeah, you didn't feel like she was dead as soon as he got up?
You know, like I said, when I saw it, I didn't really think they were going to go into it that quickly. I know in the book, like, that's the one thing. This movie stuck to the book.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I still didn't see that coming. Like, I didn't think they were going to put it... Because in the book, it's about 4 chapters in.
Okay.
It's not directly within the next 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, but well, it's so different when you were seeing the visuals and reading them.
Yeah.
That's what, 3 chapters right there, visuals.
Yeah.
Than, like, the actual... what is it? Script.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so that's why I felt like in the book it's longer than in the movie.
Mm.
Because that first scene, the intro, then the flashbacks, and then him waking up, that was already those chapters, right?
Yeah.
So that's why you probably felt like it was too soon, right?
Yeah, I felt like it was too soon. I'm like, wait, already? Like, literally, when I saw him wake up as an adult, and the first thing that popped in my head was like, the fuck? Already?
Because that beginning's just a flashback. It's just all his dreams.
Yeah.
That's what basically you're meant to know. All of that was just his dreams, like, from whatever he was recalling.
Yeah.
That's why it just starts off all fucking him being a bum. But it's really sad to find out that, like, he turned out this way just because of, like, all the crazy shit that he went through. Did you think Alex did a good job?
As Wendy?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I said it earlier. I've seen movies where they try to portray when another character tries to portray another actor as that character, and they don't get it spot on. Like, let me see if I can give you a perfect example of when it wasn't as good as the original. Any remake. Let's call it. There's a lot of remake, like the Friday the 13th. Mm-hmm. No, bad example. A Nightmare on Elm Street. Jackie Earle Haley didn't do a good Freddy Krueger like Robert Englund did. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Or when Malcolm McDowell played Dr. Sam Loomis in Rob Zombie's Halloween, doesn't compare to Donald Pleasance because he's trying to do Donald Pleasance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you do something like that, this one was one of the first that I saw that, they played them respectfully.
Yeah. Because all I wrote down was Alex did a good job at playing Wendy, just as Shelley did.
Yeah, no, Shelley Duvall was fantastic in The Shining.
Yeah.
But this one, like, she researched her part and played it respectfully. Mm-hmm. She wasn't trying to outdo Shelley Duvall, because there's no way to do that.
Nah.
Never.
But why I say that is that one scene with the door, because I feel like that seemed like it was like just taken out from the original
talking
movie.
About the Danny flashback when he's on the scooter?
No, talking about like Wendy when she's in the restroom hiding from Jack.
Yeah. And they remake the whole "Here's Johnny" thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
I felt like that one was like, out of all the other ones, flashbacks that they did, that one
was spot on.
Yes.
Was spot on.
Like she did the screaming, the crying, even though those were actual kids.
Yeah.
Like she did it really well.
But man, I mean, I really have to give this movie another look because now they're saying that there's a lot of hidden messages in that.
Yeah.
Just like The Shining. Before I came here, I guess the last episode we talked about the conspiracies. Now there's conspiracies on this one. Not so much conspiracies, more like hidden Easter eggs.
Okay.
But they're saying that there's a lot that in one of the scenes that Jack Nicholson's in it as a ghost, dressed as Jack Torrance, and I really want to find that. I didn't see it.
No?
I didn't see it.
Okay.
But I have to rewatch it.
All right.
Again.
Well, I don't know how you find out theories, like conspiracy theories.
I should have been an FBI agent. I should have really studied to be in the FBI because I do such investigative work. It's not even fucking funny. Like, honestly.
Oh my God.
But yeah, this is a movie that I have to rewatch to get all these Easter eggs in.
What did you think of the introduction of Abra? Or Abra, right? Abra or Abra?
Abra. I called her Abra, but you could say Abra or Abra.
Yeah.
Like abracadabra.
Yeah. Oh, because they do say that.
Abra.
Yeah.
Who was she again?
She's the new daddy.
I saw this movie 2 weeks ago. I'm sorry. I've seen so many movies in the last week.
Sorry. I really did jot down a lot of notes.
No, go for it. You know what? And it's a shame because I was so into watching this movie that my notes just consist of criticisms and cheer for the director and the actors. That's literally what my notes are.
Yeah.
I'm so ashamed of my notes. I usually do a better job, but I was so into watching this movie for the first time that I didn't pay attention to. I didn't jot down anything, so my mind is like a fart right now.
I like that introduction because you just meet her parents and you see how this cute little girl,
you're right. Yeah, you're right.
She's just like, she's just trying to have a normal life, learning how to play the piano.
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
And then next thing you know, her parents are waking up. They hear the piano, and it's like, you already know. Even though you know she's not there, she's playing it. She's probably having like, what is it? What do you call it? Out of body experience, perhaps, okay. Because like, I feel like that's something those kids probably have.
Okay.
If they're able to communicate from far away with each other just telepathically, I can just imagine what they do in their dreams.
Yeah.
Like in Insidious.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We need to do a retrospect on all 4 Insidious movies.
Yeah, because going back to the movie, you can tell if the little girl is still trying to play it all over again and she's still messing up. Mm-hmm. That's how you know it's her. But I don't know. Their parents just like, they just looked at each other. They didn't even like scared at all. They're like, did you turn off the piano kind of thing? You know?
Let's fast forward to the final act of this movie.
Okay.
Where Danny finally goes back to the Overlook Hotel to try to face his demons once and for all.
But we're skipping so many details onto why.
I know. But, you know.
And because they also tell you what the hotel is.
Yeah.
Because it's basically whatever Rosa had in her whole little thing are, but in a building.
You said it perfectly the last time. That hotel is alive.
Yeah, it really is.
And it's watching you.
Because even Danny says that as soon as they get there, it's like as soon as he walks in, he's going to wake it up. And that's what it was. Because I like when he's talking about it and you get just flashbacks of the hotel, how it looks now.
Yeah.
Or run down when they're talking about it as if it's a person, and they're doing those little takes to take you to how it's decaying and falling apart.
Yeah.
Like, it really is a person. So, I feel like...
I love how they went from, like, the way it looked then to where it looks now. It just keep cutting back and forth, back and forth. Yeah, definitely.
And I feel that it's probably just all those Native Americans.
Yeah. Because remember, in the last episode, we mentioned that the hotel was built in an Indian burial ground.
Poltergeist.
Híjole. You know what? Speaking of Poltergeist, sorry. I have Shudder. Mm-hmm. And there's a series on there called Cursed Films, where they do documentaries based on movies that have had cursed sets. They've had deaths.
There's 2.5 Men in there?
They've done The Exorcist, Poltergeist.
2 men and a baby. I don't know why I said 2.5 men.
2 men and we're talking about the cardboard cutout in the background. Come on.
I remember when that was everywhere. What was it? Rotten, right?
It was Rotten. Yeah, it was a thing. And then you had to go back to... Yeah, it's a ghost. And then the director said it was a cardboard cutout. Who do you believe? I don't fucking know.
I don't know. He can't remember that far back.
But if you get a chance, I'll lend you my Shudder account so you can watch this. They have The Exorcist. They have Poltergeist. And they have, what was the third one? They have a third one on there. I'm blanking out on it. But yeah, they're really cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That Exorcist one was pretty interesting of how they tortured Linda Blair.
Yeah. What is it with these actors back then so into torturing children?
Like, I didn't know, and we're going to get back to Dr. Sleep, but there was a scene in Exorcist where Reagan is frolicking back and forth. You know, she's like, oh, it's burning, it's hurting. Remember that one? Remember that scene? Mm-hmm. I didn't know that she had a wooden stake on her back and they were electronically moving
Making her?
So when she's yelling, it's hurting, it was literally hurting her.
Fuck.
And when you cut, they showed a scene in that specific documentary. When they say cut, she's crying her eyes out because her back was injured.
Shit.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
The things that some of these directors make these actors go through.
Well, then before there was child labor laws.
Yeah.
Now they have a lot of child labor laws.
Now it's just these method actors.
Now children can only be on set for 4 hours a day, unless you're Shia LaBeouf.
I mean, unless you have your parent there.
Yeah.
That's why they would get twins.
Yes.
Just so they can switch them out.
Yeah.
So they'll have like certain amount with one of them,
mm-hmm.
and then a certain amount with the other one.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they did with Full House with Mary-Kate and Ashley.
Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen?
Yeah.
There's a lot of conspiracies on that show.
Yeah,
too.
and that's why, like what?
Oh, they're too dark to talk about the podcast. I'll tell you off the podcast, because they're too dark to me.
Oh, ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, we're coming down to the wire on this episode. Anything else you want to add about this episode? Even though we didn't even get to the root of it, but there's just so much thrown into this movie, and we don't want to give too much away without letting the viewers see it, because at the end of the day, our podcast is called Have You Seen It Yet?
Okay, let me just talk to you about that one line that Rosa had tells him. Eat well, stay young, live long. Mm-hmm. She never, ever tells them they're going to live forever.
Yeah.
She just tells them live long.
Live long.
And everybody just assumes that it's going to be a forever thing. They're definitely working with the devil.
Do you believe that they're an outburst of the hotel? There might have been a...
No. The hotel...
It's his own entity?
Okay. Yeah. They've been around longer. Because she even mentions it.
Yeah.
There used to be way more people.
Oh, you're right.
And then, like, it's gone down to, like, that many that she has. Because they basically just killed them all. That's all they've done. Just killed every single one. And they've all just been kids. Because when they're that young, they still have their powers. Some of them just grow out of them. Not Danny. Danny has always been suppressing them. Because they've always been following him.
You're right.
And that's why, like, after, like, the first scene when he, that guy tells him to memorize the box. And from inside and out. Like, you see him first, one box. And then as he's older, you just see, like, the line. You could just imagine it's, like, probably the whole maze filled with them. Yeah. They've been following him over and over again. So it's probably him being super strong. Because he was the strongest one, right? Before the little girl came around. Because when she uses her power for the first time, how they both felt it. Mm-hmm. And they're so far away. And it's like... She knew already what it was. He didn't.
Do you think he kind of becomes like the Halloran of this movie?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. For sure.
I'm 100% right.
Yeah, because like he even mentions it. Mm-hmm. Somebody told me this would happen, you know?
All right, Arazely, what do you rate this movie out of 10?
10.
You gave it a 10? Yeah. I gave it a 9.
I gave it a 10 just because I really did like a lot of the psychological things that they did add in this movie. Mm-hmm. And then how he went through so much trauma still as an adult.
Yeah. I gave it a 9 just on the basis of the fact that I was distracted a lot watching it.
Really?
You know? Yeah. That doesn't mean I didn't enjoy it. I fucking love this movie. But I'm going to watch it again, and I know I'm going to raise that up to a 10.
Yeah, because you did probably miss a lot of things.
I did. But, you know, when you get phone calls, you got to answer the phone. You know?
Okay, whatever.
That's the
I
problem.
just ignore.
You know what? I try to ignore, but they don't shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that's why I won't reply back.
Yeah, here we go. We can go into an hour podcast just on that subject alone.
Oh my god.
But, yep, that was Dr. Sleep here today.
We did not go into a lot of detail.
Again, you know what? Let's do another episode next week.
But it's more for them to actually want to watch it.
Yeah.
Just leave it like that.
You're right.
Because there are so many other things that we didn't even get to.
There's a lot of stuff. Even in the Shining episode, even in the Black Swan episode, there was a lot of stuff we didn't get into.
Yeah, but if you guys want to talk about it...
You know what? Leave comments if you guys want us to do more episodes on these movies because you're too lazy to see it. Let us know. We'll talk more about it in this podcast. But for right now, this has been Oscar.
And Arazely.
And this has been Have You Seen It Yet? See you guys next time.
Bye.